Hello guys, how are you doing? Today I'll show you how to generate elevation info from colors and generating digital elevation model in QGIS, and then to generating other terrain analysis or operating other terrain analysis from that DEM. Okay. Terrain analysis. Terrain analysis is like slope, aspect, and contour line. We will generate this important okay, the first step is opening Golars Pro, and open Golars Pro. In my case, here it is, and go to your region of interest or area of interest. In this video case, Haramaya Surya or around Haramaya University. Haramaya University Surya or around Haramaya University. Here it is happening. Yes, here it is. But let us zoom out to cover large area. Okay, before we're going to trace the path or collect the elevation data, here we have to create folder in my place, right click, add new folder, and in the new folder here elevation, name elevation, and in it add path, this path. Okay, here name Haramaya Surya elevation Haramaya Surya elevation, and started to trace the elevation pointers. Here it is. Trace irregularly The objective is to collect sufficient pointers from the region of interest, sufficient pointers that enables us to generate digital elevation model or DEM of that area. Clear? Therefore, irregularly you can collect the pointers from your area of interest. It is pretty funny. It looks funny, but we are collecting the necessary elevation data, you know. Right, is funny and somewhat crazy, and collecting sufficient pointers from the, by the way, these are lines, not pointers, but we'll see what will happen when we convert this into the GIS environment in order to generate the digital elevation model and to analyze terrain. By the way, using this Gollers Pro, it is possible to generate different types of data, shape area or study area shape, elevation model, and the lat long location, especially for land use land cover accuracy assessment purpose. You can collect this information, XYZ information, or the XY latitude longitude information, especially for land use land cover accuracy assessment purpose. And the other one is this one, the digital elevation model. This is best option, open source option. Nowadays open source options are very important in the GIS environment. Remote sensing and open source options are very important data sources and software sources. And you see now it looks condensed or densely populated. That means it's gonna to be sufficient to represent the elevation of ground area. Alright, all these lines are drawn here regularly, and we'll convert these lines into pointers in QGIS, right? Therefore our objective is how to generate the digital elevation model from this passes drawn on our region of interest in Gollers, right? Yeah. Right. Okay. Alright, I'm about to finish. Right. This very large area. Okay. Alright, now the next step is save this information. So here, save it. When you save it, lines are drawn here, looks like this one. And then the next one is export it. Right click on it and save as what? Save as elevation. And first of all, create what folder in your directory, Haramaya project, and in it Haramaya elevation. Save it in KML format, not KMZ format, in KML format. Okay, it is done. And the next step is the here, let us see here, Alright, save in KML format and go to this website, www.gpsvisualizer.com elevation website. In this website, let us open this one, www.gpsvisualizer.com/elevation. .gps visualizer.com/elevation. Right, open it. Yes, it is here, this site. Okay, here in the solution DEM database, upload file. That means let's upload the file that helps us saved in the KML format, right? In KML format, and here it is. Okay, it is what? Yeah, it is uploaded, and then output. Make sure that your output is in GPX file and click the convert and add elevation tab here. Automatically it is processing the data. It is converting. Yes, it has finished. Here it let us to download our data. Download here. It is GPX file. Here it is. Open it here. Yeah, it is here. Copy or cut and move it into your interest of folder, your interest folder, and in my case here it's here, paste it here and avoid the previous one. Yes, avoid the previous here, rename it. Okay, give the sensible name. It is all numbers. You have to give it a sensible name or logical name. Surya, what? Elevation data. Surya, what? Elevation data. And the next step is let us see what the next step. Okay, after having this, upload KML JPEG and convert in to JPEGs. Okay, open content QGIS. The next step is opening QGIS here. Here it is. Okay, and this here, write GPX tool. To access GPX tool, write the name here in the search bar in processing toolbox. Okay, here it is, GPX tool. Yeah, our input is what? Our input is the GPX, this one. Okay, and the conversion from waypointers from what? A track. Waypointers from a track. and then here output, here you can save it or save to temporary file. Right, now let us run it. We will see what type of data will be generated. Right, it is generating. Yeah, it has finished. Yeah, look. Point data. It generates what? Point data. Here it is. Okay, point data. Therefore it is temporary. We can save, export it. Okay, here file name, our file name must be our area elevation. It is elevation data, point data. Okay, Shopify, right? In Esri Shopify, which is the most popular file format in GIS environment. And here W, it should be like that, and then or also we can give it this one, DEM done, this coordinate reference system, and okay. Yeah, it has done. This tells us the report successfully saved vector layer to this folder. Right, here let us remove the temporary one. The most important thing before generating digital elevation model, we have to check the attribute table of this data, the Hermea Zura elevation data. Right click on it in the layers panel and go to property attribute table. Yeah, here let's see here the elevation. Automatically here we do have the elevation data, which is the most important one to generate digital elevation model. Close it, and now go to here raster and analysis. Go to this one. As I told you, we have two types of especially in this case two major types of interpolation methods here, IDW and nearest neighbor interpolation methods. We will use the two methods in order to generate digital elevation model. Now let's generate using the nearest neighbor method. Open it. Here the input is Hermea elevation data, and the most important one is the z value here, elevation, and here output data type, it should be floating. Interpolated means the output file here. Okay, you can pause to or save to your folder here. This DEM Hermea what digital elevation model. Okay, run it. It's doing. We'll see what will happen. Alright, it has been successfully. You see, here is the digital elevation model generated from QGIS Pro, and using what? The interpolation method in QGIS. The second layer, see, this one is the nearest neighbor or interpolation method. Right, it is very nice or pretty good. And let us interpolate using the second option, which is inverse distance to a power, or I did W method. Okay, our input is point layer here. And let us this one, most important one, our Z value is elevation, and the other one output here. Alright, again area digital elevation model using what? IDW method. The format you can, by the way, here you have a lot of raster formats. Let us use the T format, which is the default, and then run it. You see, that's finished. You see this one? By the way, this one is which is looks very continuous than the previous one. The previous one looks what? Somewhat discrete data, because it is nearest neighbor or thin triangulated irregular networking method. That's nearest neighbor uses the theory of Dyson polygon interpolation method. Alright, here we can manage. Now we can manage the color here. Right click here, go to property to manage the color, and here symbology, and single band pseudo color, and here we do have the color ramp. Before that, here adjust the min max value setting. Here it should be min max, and here we do have the color ramp. We can select our interest color. Here we do have different types of colors. From this we can select the color, especially for what? Topography. Let us go to here, topography. Yeah, let us select this one or this one. I think let us use this one, and let us come to here. Let us see. Okay, not continuous, and here call interval 5. Right, is 5 intervals. Right, here's 5 intervals. Apply. You see here? Yeah. This is elevation. You see here the alright. Here the highest. Yeah. Here on the we call it the hierarchy mountain chain, and this one is the lowland area. It is very low elevation. You see here? Yeah, very low elevation. Here highest, and then low land area here. Okay, which is very interesting method of generating digital elevation model easily using the open source technology. Okay, and then the other other objective is output elevation and then slope aspect. Let's generate slope aspect and contour of this area. Let us slope here aspect, and then what we call the here aspect. First of all, let us generate a slope. Yes, input digital elevation model, and here select the unit of measurement, degree or percent instead of degree. The default is degree. the default is degree. If you are interested in percent, you can click this one. For the time being, let us generate using percent here. Output, save the output slope. What slope? Okay, run it. Here it is. This is the slope. The slope around this Romania University, and you can also adjust the color. Here the color, it is in degree. Okay, the highest is 25.9 and the lowest is 0.005. And here also we can select color style and the city of color, single band, and then from here slope, for slope. This one is for slope. Apply. Yeah, we can use this. Slope. Okay, around here it looks a steep slope, right? Okay, the next one is the aspect. DEM. Okay, here output aspect. Aspect is, it tells us the orientation of a place, which direction it faces. Okay, tells us the orientation. Yeah, here it is, the orientation of the place, to which direction it faces. Okay. In degree, this is the aspect of the region, and the other point is the hillshed. We can generate hillshed. Stir, if it is here, we can, yes, we do up here as we ignore. Input should be digital vision model. Digital vision model. Here we can see the output. You see this hillshed? Yeah. The highland area here looks like this one, and the one area. Okay, hillshed from the second. Okay, let us compare. Hillshed from the second one. IW. Hillshed from IW. Yeah, this is from IW. There is some difference in that. Okay, this is the hillshed. And by the way, you can bring digital elevation model above the hillshed. See here, and then transparency. Edit the transparency. Here it is there you can see this tail feed. Okay, see now this is the mountainous area and this is the lowland area. Therefore the tail feed also tells us the nature of the topography. This one is it's full of ups and downs or somewhat steep, and this one is lowland area. Okay, and the other important point is contour. If it is in the raster analysis, contour just we can access it simply. Otherwise, no, here there is no contour tool. Therefore, to access contour tool here, write the contour tool. Simply here it is. Here it is. Okay. And W, let us use this one. Okay. This contour interval between contour line 10 is very small. Let us make it 50. Okay, let us adjust some settings here, very important settings. Controls here, save it to put. Okay, insert file. Hello, what? Contour line. Run it. Yeah. Here it is, the contour line. See? This is the contour line. You see here? Very interesting contour line. Here it is. Let us manage the color and other styles. Symbology. This one, it should be what? But like that. Should be black. And then also to just see it. Narrow, very narrow one. So okay, here it is. Since the lowland and flat area, here is the contour lines are far apart. Okay, it is very far apart. Okay, let us use again the second option. YIW, we'll compare it. Okay, we'll compare it. Yeah, we didn't adjust the contour interval. We accept only the default, which is very small number 10. Right? We will see what output will be, and then we will decide to run again. That is why it takes time, because of the contour interval, which is very small. Okay. if you select such a very small contour interval for large area, you have to be patient, and you have to go for till it processes. You see, it is about to finish, right? Okay, it is about to finish. Yeah, that's finished. Oh, you see, very dense. Let us zoom out and let us see now. Very dense. Because what? Because we select very small contour interval. Let us again go. Okay, this one. Digital model. It is IW, and then look here, this one, very important one. Or let it be 90 meter contour interval. Now it will finish fastly. See how it fast? Because of the contour interval. Now it is so fast and it has finished. Let us close it and let us see. Here this one, let us uncheck the previous one and the other also. And let us zoom out. Maybe this one is very interesting one. You see here? Yeah, it is pretty good. This one is pretty good. Yes, here it is. Even this one is very close, especially in the mountainous area. Here is very close to each other. Here is dispersed or sparse. That means the area is flat, not steep slope. They were the closest or the closer the contour line is, the steeper the topography of that area. Clear? So let us adjust this one, or one more. Let it be 100 or 120 contour interval, right? Let's add one more. IW. Here it should be 120 contour interval, right? It will be so fast. 120. And now let us save it. What's here? Let's save it. And this is what our what contour, yes, 2. This is the previous one, right? Yeah, it has finished. And let us uncheck the previous one, this one. You see here, in yellow. Let us change the color. It is pretty good. Okay. Here, color should be what? Should be black. You see now? Yeah. See here? Here it is sparsely populated. Here it is densely populated or closer to each other. As I told you, where the contours are closer to each other, there is very steep slope, and it is full of ups and downs and mountains and gorges. Whereas when it is far apart or dispersed or not populated closely, it implies that the area is what? Flat area. Therefore, in such a way we can analyze the terrain or topography of an area. The next one is let's add the value of each line here, the elevation value of each line. Okay, and also you can observe what, by the way, here let us do some artistic things. Hillshade here, we do have hillshade. Alright, here let us see the transparency, and let us make it alright here like this. And what I'm going to do is that, alright, let us compare and contrast with the online base map, online hybrid base maps. Okay, terrain, hybrid terrain map. Yes, here it is. Okay, you see here, here is the base map. You can check it and check it. You see here, this is very gorgeous area. Therefore, when you overlay it, the contour line tells us or matches with the base map. In this area, this is flat area. You see here, it is sparsely populated, or it is not closer to each other. Okay, therefore this is how to analyze the topography of an area using open source data and software. Now let us add the contour value. Go to first, let's see here the attribute table is elevation. Here we do have the elevation, and here with the ID. Therefore we can label the elevation value of each contour line. Okay, to do so, go to layer properties dialog box and go to level. Here in the most left icons, here tabs, and go to level, single level. When you select it, things change here. Value should be what? Elevation. And then here let's set something. Here buffer right here should be this point, and the placement here right before that. Rendering scale dependence, placement, distance. It is spacing. Later, type case, you can change uppercase, lowercase, and here the size. Okay, let's apply and we'll see what will happen. You see here the numbers, elevations are written, and the it is buffered as well. And let's come to displacement. And look, there are, by the way, a lot of issues here. You can adjust overrun distance. Background shadow. Okay. this rendering. Okay, show all levels for this layer. When rotation, feature option, and let us go on to the okay. Distance. Repeat. Here it is. Okay, online line. And then curve it. Yeah, should be curved on the line. Now it is good. Here it is. Okay. Yeah, it is on the line. See, it is on the line. By the way, you can change the colors of the text here. Text color. Let us make it be let it be okay blue, dark blue. And size, here font size. Yeah, it is good. And also you can make it bold, or here you can make it bold. Yeah, it is interesting now. Let's zoom out. Therefore, such a way we can level the elevation on the contour line. Okay, the other one is its contour. It is all about. Thank you for watching. It is all about today video. Next time I will come up with the most advanced analysis in QGIS.